Yo, what up, Fight World? It's on your boy back with another episode of Ballroom Boxing. I know this is the first video that I've done on YouTube where I actually put my persona on, but yay for that. So anyway, right? So this is what I wanted to make this video about, man. Oscar De La Hoya on his bullshit. Him and Canelo are full of shit, and I believe they are scamming the boxing community. Now Oscar De La Hoya seems to be clamoring damn near for the Canelo and Errol Spence fight. Errol Spence hasn't even unified you know what I'm saying, the welterweight division. You know, he hasn't unified it. He hasn't even been, deemed I'm in a pretty busy area. Sorry about that, guys. He hasn't even been deemed the top welterweight. Some people consider him a number one pound for pound or the best welterweight out there, but there is no consensus in the boxing world of Errol Spence being, actually, the best welterweight in the division at the moment. You know what I'm saying? There's no consensus on that. And I kind of figured this. In fact, on my other channel, Knowledge of Self-Determination, and I'll have to start exporting my boxing videos from that channel onto Ballroom Boxing, since this is my dedicated boxing channel now. But yeah, man, I knew this was gonna happen with Oscar De La Hoya, man. I knew this shit was gonna happen. See, this is what I believe. See, Canelo is a good fighter. Canelo is a very good fighter. The dude's been fighting since he was 15. Been fighting professionally since he was 15, down in Mexico. So I take nothing away from the man at all, so far as his boxing acumen goes, or his skill set, because the dude is skilled. But there are things with his boxing ability and his style that opens him up for he's food for stiff competition. Look at what Floyd did to him. Look at what Erislandy Lara did to him. In my opinion, he lost that fight to Erislandy Lara. See, look at what happened when Canelo was supposedly fighting at junior middleweight at 154. He didn't fight in that weight class. He fought at 155. He hovered in between middleweight and light middleweight. He hovered in between those two divisions. You know what I'm saying? So that him and Oscar could finagle the fights, or rather, I should say, him and Oscar could finagle the fights that they thought Canelo had a better chance of fucking winning. This is a scam. This is a con job. This is not legitimate boxing. You understand what I'm saying? This is prestidigitation. They're padding Canelo's resume so that they can say, look, Canelo fought this guy this weight. He fought that guy that weight. He did this and that and all these different weights. But listen, you guys know the old adage in boxing. A great little man loses to a good big man because size matters. Now, I'm not saying that Errol Spence loses to Canelo, but I think Oscar and Canelo thinks that Errol Spence loses to Canelo because Canelo is the bigger guy. Errol Spence is the smaller guy. I truly believe that. I believe that Canelo is highly skilled, but I believe that all around Errol Spence is the better. He is the more gifted fighter. I truly believe that. But I don't like this shit, man. No, Errol Spence shouldn't go up to 160. Errol Spence should unify fucking welterweight. Have that mega fight with Terrence Crawford. Beat the winner of Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. You understand what I'm saying? Solidify his dominance at welterweight. You understand what I'm saying? Solidify that shit. Unify the division. Then move up if you're going to move up. But don't jump up 2 weight classes. No. I mean, please, anybody tell me, when the fuck has a fighter jumping up 2 weight classes, has that ever actually worked out for them? When has that ever worked out for them? When Amir Khan jumped up to fight Canelo, he got his fucking head and it twisted off his shoulders. When Amir Khan jumped up to fight fucking Gennady Golovkin, he got the left side of his fucking face broken. That shit doesn't work out, man. When Guillermo Rigondeaux jumped up to fight fucking Lomachenko, it didn't work out for them, man. You don't jump up 2 weight classes to fight a motherfucker at a weight that you've never fought at. Errol Spence is a career welterweight. People are saying, oh, he's a weight. That's just what you're saying because he's ideal for the weight and your guy can't beat him. That's why motherfuckers say that shit. But this is a con job that Oscar is pulling on the boxing community, because his stable is a fucking shadow of its former self, because he likes to fuck prostitutes, he's a junkie, he's an alcoholic, and he likes foreign objects stuck up his ass. No real man wants to be associated with a motherfucker who like to get plungers and fucking spatulas stuck up their ass, dressing in wigs and shit. Nobody, no, I wouldn't trust my future or your future with a motherfucker like that. So Canelo is the cash cow for Golden Boy, and Oscar is going to do what he can to milk the fuck out of Canelo. That's why he took him from his last promotional company. He didn't even pay them motherfuckers off or buy him out of his contract. He flim-flammed Canelo, told Canelo, "Yo, don't worry about it, Canelo. Just come over with us." You know what I'm saying? If they sue you, you'll make them. Canelo didn't think he was gonna get sued, man. He wasn't expecting that. Oscar has been in the game long enough to know that he was helping Canelo to breach that contract. He didn't give a fuck. Because Oscar is seeing that Canelo is going to make him more money in the future, because they have the Mexican fan base and Mexican fight fans. Let's just keep it 100. Oscar's pimping the fuck out of y'all because he knows he got y'all money because y'all Mexican. He know y'all gonna watch Canelo because you're Mexican. He knows this shit. And he's using that shit to make money off of you motherfuckers, man. Wisen up. Canelo is fucking stunting. Oscar De La Hoya is padding this dude's career. He's not going to fight Danny Jacobs. He's not going to fight Jamal Charlo. If he fights any of these top guys, Billy Joe Saunders, if he fights any of these top guys at 160, I will be pleasantly surprised. And I'll give him his credit for doing so. But I don't think the motherfucker going to do it, because this is what Canelo is in it for, the fucking money. But at the same time, he's a man and he has his pride. If you put him on blast like Erislandy Lara did, he'll fight you. I believe that about Canelo. But at the same time, I don't think Canelo has a problem not fighting the fights he should fight to make money. I don't think Canelo has a problem not fighting those big fights just to beat up on smaller guys that he pulls up in weight. You know, I don't believe that. Look at what they did to Chavez Jr. But anyway, he was a dummy for taking that fight anyway. Anyway, whatever. I ain't gonna talk about that. But they don't do what I think is fair boxing business. You understand? They are looking for the easy pickings. They're looking for the easy pickings, man. They want Canelo to beat up on good guys, dudes with names, but they want Canelo to be 2 weight classes bigger than the motherfucker that he actually fights. When he finally did go down to 154 to get a fucking title at 154 after most of the threats to him were gone, he went and fought, what's the kid name? Man, I can't even remember this motherfucker name. Liam Smith. He fought Liam Smith and beat the shit out of Liam Smith. Took his belt, then dropped the belt, and then moved up. Get the fuck out of here. He didn't even defend that belt, man. Get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit from Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo. And if you don't like me saying that shit, fuck it. It is what it is. But tell Canelo to fucking plant his fucking feet and try to unify 160. Stop jumping around. Stop pulling motherfuckers up in weight. And stop weight draining motherfuckers so you can pad your fucking resume with names. You scamming the people, man. You full of shit. You're a fucking flim-flam artist, bro. Real talk. This is all bullshit. I don't appreciate that shit. And in real talk, I'm not even entertaining any more of Oscar De La Hoya's bullshit. If he not talking about Canelo fighting somebody at 160, I'm no longer